Welcome to Coffey and Thompson Art Gallery Frame and Design. I'm here today with Tim McMahon, one of our featured artists for the February South End Gallery Crawl. Tim McMahon was educated at the University of Iowa and the University of Northern Iowa. McMahon has 30 graduate hours, mostly in ceramics. However, he has always considered himself a painter. He is retired from 38 years teaching art in public schools, and he says his greatest accomplishment is that he is still passionate about art. What are the things in your life now that keep you passionate about art, Tim?
Well, whenever I go to a city, I try to go to art museums. So I feel like what I do is grounded in art history and what people have done before me.
Okay.
So I tend to do that. And then what I do, like I did for this, is I went back through my images and picked some kind of with a fresh eye, and so those are the ones that I'm going to start working on. And it's really strange because it's like they're new. Even though I took them and I've done some work around these images. When I travel, I take a lot of pictures.
Awesome.
And then go back and select those.
Cool. So where are these pictures from that you selected tonight?
Well, last summer typically I go west, go to Wyoming, Montana. But this last summer I went to up into Alberta. I went up in the Canadian Rockies. And so I found a lot of inspiration there. There's some of the images are from Glacier, some from Waterton, and then up into the Canadian Rockies.
So you're going to be working on one of your mountain landscapes tonight. Yeah. Great. Well, McMahon tells us in our Artist Spotlight on www.coffeyandthompson.com that since January of 2003, he has painted in his studio with renewed fervor. He paints with acrylics and oils, the landscapes and figures that inspire him. You describe your aesthetic in 3 words: bold, gestural, and linear. You can really see that in your landscapes. Please tell us what kind of landscapes inspire you the most.
Well, I like to get images that have sky, water, mountains. If I can get those 3 together, I enjoy it very much. So I love to paint the water, I love the expanse of the sky, and then how the light shines on the landscape.
Awesome. Okay. In our blog, you say you work dark to light, warm to cool, and that you often work from photos, as you've described, that you've taken. Can you tell us how you bring it all together in a finished piece?
Well, I've learned to work general to specific. I find that if you try and get too specific right away, then the piece, you're too concerned. You protect things. If you go general to specific, then it's much more interesting. And what I'll do is I'll work from the photos that I take, but then at some point I will just work on the painting. Like I'll put the photo aside and just consider it a painting and work it. And sometimes what I'll do is, instead of mixing color that I know is going to go in a certain spot, I'll mix colors and then decide where they go.
Okay.
So it's more open. It's not so restrained.
Do you find it easier to express yourself that way?
To some degree. I've done some things that were totally non-objective, but I find that even though these pieces are quite abstract, I enjoy working from a subject. So then when I go off and just paint and do colors that aren't really there, they're not local color, I enjoy that.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you very much. Please check out Tim McMahon's Artist Spotlight on our blog, on our website, www.coffeyandthompson.com. Thank you very much, Tim. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.